Hello, beautiful people. I just recently watched a bunch of Terminator movies. And while I was watching those movies, it was hard for me to not think to myself about how strong the T-800s are. And while I was thinking about that, I was wondering about what other strong metal robot boys could possibly provide a challenge for them. Well, they're not exactly robots, but I think I found a quality contender in the form of a Cyberman. So today, we're taking one T-800 and one Cyberman, throwing them into a fight, and seeing which one comes out on top. This fight is going to have two rounds. Round one will have a purely hand-to-hand battle where neither combatant has access to their ranged weapons. And round two will be a gloves-off battle where both combatants have access to ranged weapons. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Serving as one of many mechanical cogs in Skynet's military, the T-800 unit is one Terminator you do not want to come to face with. The T-800 is made from a metal hyperalloy of unknown origin, giving it enough durability to survive small arms fire, shotgun blasts, and grenade launchers that can blow giant holes into what are likely concrete walls. T-800s can ragdoll humans, kick down doors, and tear through steel. They're all built for infiltration, meaning they'll generally be equipped with organic skin that helps them blend in with other human life forms. But for this matchup, we'll just be looking at the T-800 without its skin suit. Just the endoskeleton is all we need. The T-800 is intelligent and adaptable, capable of solving problems and changing tactics on the fly. Its HUD can locate vulnerabilities on enemy targets, track movement, scan the environment for advantages or tactical options, and calculate success rates. If the T-800 finds a weakness, it would take advantage of it. As for ranged weapons, the T-800 usually made use of the M25 phased plasma rifle. From what I've seen in the films, these plasma weapons aren't crazy. They do melt through thin metal walls on things like cars or fences, but they're not hyper explosive or as powerful as, say, a blaster rifle. Maybe there's some higher end feats in books or comics I haven't seen, but based on movie knowledge, I've seen nothing too impressive. But let's move on to our next contender, shall we? With skin of metal and a cold heart of steel, the Cybermen are the next step in human evolution. Cybermen have no emotion, they don't feel fear or anger, and instead only operate with cold logic in mind. There are many iterations of the Cybermen, but the version we will be using in this specific matchup is the Parallel Earth Cybus Industries variant. The Cybermen are cyborgs, obviously. In most iterations, the Cybermen are organic life forms with suits of armor and cybernetics built around their body. The Cybus variants are actually metal suits of armor with surgically removed brains placed inside the head. During their war with the Daleks, they did briefly adopt the conversion methods of older iterations out of a desperate need for a faster supply of units. So, technically, they could convert humans whichever way they see fit, but for this matchup, it ultimately doesn't matter. The Cybermen are bulletproof, we know that much. They don't hold up well against most energy weapons, though to be fair, we don't know how powerful those weapons are. The only weapons we can get a grasp on the power of are the Dalek death rays that Cybermen get one-shotted by, but like, those are Daleks at the peak of their power, so we can just leave that at the door for now. I'll talk about Cybermen and how they would stand against Skynet weapons later. We don't know what Cybermen are really made of. They're frequently referred to as steel, but I don't think that should be taken literally. Steel can be bullet resistant, but the Cybermen are just straight up bulletproof. They get shot multiple times with assault rifles, and we never see their armor get penetrated or even scratched for that matter. Cybermen can be blown up by heavier weaponry, like a bazooka or any rocket launcher. We don't have many strength feats for Cybermen specifically, but we have seen them push down doors with ease and chop through ice. Other strength feats that I think could be applied to the Cyberboys just the same are crushing a human hand with ease, ragdolling humans, and killing or at least incapacitating humans with one blow. Cybermen are intelligent. They're connected to a database that gives them a wealth of knowledge, and the Cybermen overall are pretty much known for their ingenuity and adaptability. The Cybermen don't always rush into their problems head first. They're very capable of thinking up unorthodox tactics if the situation requires it. The Cybermen also have an electric touch, meaning they can simply touch and electrocute any person or electronics they come into contact with, killing or frying them instantly. If the Cybermen are torn apart or disassembled at all, they have limbs that can operate and move independently. Their arms and heads, for example, have been seen moving and fighting on their own. The head even abandoned its old dead organic host, meaning the suits of cyber armor are capable of moving and operating without the existence of a human brain or body inside. The rest of the body is even capable of moving without the arm or head attached. We see another example of this in Age of Steel, when Mickey and Jake come across a purely robotic Cyberman.
I don't think it was ever alive. It's empty, no brains, just the robot suits for display. It's moving! It's so shaking! The robot suit's still a good robot. What you mean? Hey, Cyberman, over it!
As for ranged weapons, the Cybermen are all equipped with small energy weapons built inside their arms. These energy weapons kill humans instantly and have actually been seen blowing up a car. That's like the one feat we have from them. And I guess they're useless against Daleks, but again, those are Daleks. They have guns that can vaporize people and blow up houses, and they tank their own weapons, so it's like, it's not really a comparison, okay? Either way, I think we're ready for a verdict. Round 1 is purely a melee fight. Both sides only have access to their fists and melee weapons. For round 1, I'm saying the T-800 wins 8 times out of 10. The Cyberman and T-800 could probably be close in terms of physical strength. I think there could be a struggle. The only problem is that the T-800 is just faster and more agile. Cybermen are pretty slow and clunky. It's not too slow and not too clunky to a point where it's useless and can't do anything, but its lack of speed and agility in comparison to the T-800 is going to be a vulnerability, and the T-800 could recognize and take advantage of that vulnerability pretty quickly. The Cyberman does have its electric touch though, which could come in handy. We've seen how the T-800 reacted to electricity before. Its circuits obviously weren't fried, and it did recover after removing the source of the problem, so Terminators obviously have some resistance to electrical attacks, but perhaps more prolonged exposure could be more damaging to the unit. I'm sure a Cyberman would be able to overpower the T-800 physically and give it a continuous zap, perhaps enough to weaken it, maybe causing some systems to malfunction. And obviously, if the T-800 rips off any of the Cyberman's limbs, those limbs can continue to fight and catch the T-800 off guard regardless. There are some things the Cyberman could do to win, but more times than not, I think the T-800 is going to take home the W. Now for round 2. This one I feel is a bit closer. We've seen how Terminators hold up against energy weapons before, and they usually get put down in a few shots, like maybe 5 or 6 maximum. I think this fight is a bit more even, and I'm just gonna call it a tie. It really just depends on who gets the first shot off. If the Cyberman blasts the T-800 is gonna take damage while the Cyberman just continuously fires until it's down. The same exact thing can be said about the T-800. It's got its plasma rifle, and it's going to shoot the Cyberman until it falls over dead. I imagine the Cyberman will take like 3 or 4 shots at most to go down, 1 or 2 shots to melt through the armor, and then 1 or 2 shots to destroy the organic components or cybernetics inside. So overall, I'm saying round 1 is a T-800 victory and round 2 is a tie. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree? Disagree? Maybe if you want to tell me how amazing and right I am, you can join the Discord. We talk about stuff there pretty often. We hold the occasional movie night, and I'm now trying to get game nights going. So yeah, why not? Come on in. It'll be fun. You can also join if you hate me and want to debate and tell me how stupid and wrong I am. That's cool too. But I'm done here. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.